The other thing that more relates to my work is the argument that the quote negative externalities of fossil fuels are subsidies. And I think this is a bad mixture of categories, but essentially what they'll do is they'll say, well, I calculate that the cost of climate change is $5 trillion a year. Therefore, fossil fuels are subsidized $5 trillion. I think one of the best things about Fossil Future, by the way, chapter 4, I think has, in my view, the best discussion of this externality issue that I've ever seen, including some new points. But the basic points here are: one, those calculations are crazy because we're safer from climate than ever. Two, is all these arguments ignore all the positive externalities of fossil fuels, which are huge, because what energy does, among other things, is it frees up time. So anytime you have lower cost energy, you have a lot more time in the world. That leads to innovation, and that leads to things like the internet. So if you're going to be calculating externalities, you need to look at the positives. And then the other thing is these externality arguments have this false view that the price of something is somehow some perfect measure of the value. Whereas often you have things at the same price on the market where one is much more valuable than another. But because of the way pricing works, you pay the same price for both. So for example, like a gallon of oil or several gallons of oil to save your life cost the same on the market as a Barbie doll. But that could be worth $500,000 to you if you have it, because it saves your life. So this is, you can read the book for more, but these externality things are not at all scientific, most obviously because they ignore the positive externalities, but also they have this false view of prices as perfect utilitarian measures